those losses where you feel like the Packers are just going to kick themselves because like they had the opportunity right there.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to give credit to. But Brock Purdy. A lot was said before this game about Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy about not being able to come from behind and win. And it wasn't a pretty, given that it was raining, but Purdy was able to come through on that last drive for the Niners and be able to get it done for him. So we'll see how they build off of that, but they definitely have a lot to clean up if they want to beat Detroit next week.
Yep, I agree. Hamilton?
No, it helps when your kicker misses the field goal. I mean, let's call it what it is. The 49ers look rattled. They look shaken. They look like they could be beaten. Like, if you're the Lions and you're looking at the 49ers, like, I'd have confidence. Like, oh, we could beat these guys.
Mm-hmm.
The Packers exposed them. It took a last-minute Cardinals spin by Jordan Love to, give them the game. Also, the kicker, missed the what could have been the game time field goal. Um, yeah, I just think that the 49ers got issues. Debo Samuel is hurt once again. They're always hurt. We always say that this team is best when healthy. Well, Debo's hurt now, so they're not healthy. So this team can be beat. Kudos to Brock Purdy for getting that win coming from behind. Um, when are we gonna have a talk about Kyle Shanahan and how he has to get it done this year. It's always excuses with this guy. Well, the team's hurt, blah blah blah. But I mean, he blew a 3-win for 3 when he was the offensive coordinator. He blew a lead when he was, he blew a lead when he was the head coach. We won't put laughs on him because he's not a quarterback. But he lost to the Rams. I mean, when does he get it done? It's not this year. So I'm looking at Kyle Shanahan, and I'm starting to think like should he be in the hot seat? Maybe there's a better coach out there that can get this team over the hump. It remains to be seen, but I'm watching.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping my eye on Shanahan too, man. He's had so many chances to me to just make that up, and so he's still not getting it done. So I don't know, man. That's definitely a good one to watch. But honestly, going back to the game, like Christian McCaffrey and Dre Greenlaw literally kept the Niners in that game. Like they literally kept the Niners in that game, and they helped them win. And it's crazy.
McCaffrey proved why he was the MVP over Brock Purdy in my eyes.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
But they never the problem is like they're not going to give it to non-quarterbacks unless they have like a historic season. I think the last time a running back got it, I think was Adrian Peterson when he ran for 2,000.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then before that was like Sean Alexander or something, right? Or was that?
I think LaDainian. I think it might have been LaDainian Tomlinson.
Well, LT. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, if I'm a Packers fan, I'm happy because you play, dude. Yeah, if you're that young of a team and you play that well, like for that long against a team like that with Jordan Love as your quarterback, dude, I'm ecstatic. Like you need to have one good draft. Boom, you're looking great in my eyes. Like
all they gotta do is that. Yeah, all they gotta do is add some more players on defense because the offense is set.
Our offense is great, dude. Yeah, like I think next year is Aaron Jones' last year on his contract too, and yeah, dude, Jordan Love is nice, dude. That's all I gotta say on that. Niners, the Niners gotta hope that they got humbled right there. They better got humbled from that win right there. So we'll see how that goes.
They got to show up more on the defensive end next week in order for them to.
They do because
they're going to have their hands full with Detroit.
Yeah, because I was going to say that pass rush didn't have any sacks. I don't think I didn't see them get a sack at all. So I don't know, man. That's going to be an interesting one. I'm definitely looking forward to that game against Detroit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. And then the last one we got the Texans at the Ravens. Ravens blew out the Texans in a home victory with Lamar's second playoff win. Hamilton, what do you got?
I think the Baltimore Ravens are going to win it all this year. If not now, same with the Kyle Shanahan thing. I'm looking at Lamar like, bro, it's not now when. Second MVP, number one seed. Just the defense, the tenacity they play with. The score was 10-10 at half, and they scored 24 points. It's just crazy, Lamar, he's passing the ball. He's finally using his legs. I think he realized, okay, in the regular season, let me pass a little bit more. But then in the playoffs, let me be Lamar Jackson. And I think he's showing that right now. 2 touchdowns rushing, 2 touchdowns throwing. just balling. The defense, like I said, playing with tenacity. Coach Harbaugh, he knows how to get the best out of his men. Seems like that's what the Harbaughs do. I think that this is theirs to lose. I think they're gonna beat Kansas City in the AFC Championship, and I think Lamar Jackson will go to his first Super Bowl.
I think the thing that I've noticed about Lamar is just that the way it seems like when he's played this year, the difference with the new offensive coordinator is that he's playing more under control. Like he's playing at his own pace. It's like you're seeing them you're seeing him just dictate the game at his own rate, and it's very exciting to watch. Like you can see how he has the balance between throwing and passing. He knows when to run, he knows when to slide, knows when to avoid contact, and then he also makes plays in the passing game to get spreading the ball out to Zay Flowers, Odell Beckham. Likely's come along, and they might even get Mark Andrews back this week. Keep a lookout for that. They might Mark Andrews might be coming back this week, and if not this week, possibly if they make it to the Super Bowl. And then the defense, I mean, I can't overstate this enough. Like, I mean, that defense last season was transformed when they traded for Roquan Smith halfway through the season from the Bears, and he is, I mean, my dad sent me a clip today of him, and you guys should check out the footage of him being mic'd up for the game. Like he's flying around. He's talking like a Ray Lewis. Like it's very similar, it's very similar to and then you look at Kyle Hamilton at safety. It's almost like they're kind of like the new kind of Ray Lewis and Ed Reed a little bit down there in Baltimore. Now they still got a long ways to go to get to the Hall of Fame level for that, but yeah, man. Like I love what the Ravens have been all year. Like they've had some dominating wins. Like they played against Detroit earlier this year at home, and they blew them out, and same with Seattle, and they went to San Francisco, and they pretty much punched them in the mouth. Like they sent a message. Like they sent a message with that win right there.
The worst game of his career.
Yeah, so like that, and you know this, Noah, like being a Steelers fan, like AFC North, they play that physical brand of football. Like they're gonna hit you.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I love the physicality that the Ravens play with, and just the balance on both sides of the ball. I think we're looking at a potential if they go all the way and win the Super Bowl. This is potentially an all-time great team because if you look at the balance on both sides of the ball, offensive and defensively, they're very complete.
Oh yeah, I think they're loaded, bro. Like if you're asking me, and this is without freaking a couple of their running backs, and yeah, dude. I think the Ravens might take it all too. Honestly, they've just been dominating, like you said, like really good teams too, like beating them by like 20+ points. Yeah, it just seems like they figured everything out. Lamar's dominating once again. He's on his MVP shit. He's been a lot more competent passing. I want to say this to the Texans though, real quick, because I really, really, really like to see them fighting that late in the year. CJ Stroud's done a great thing in Houston. I think they're a good team. I just don't think, obviously, they're not there yet. I do think they have a bright future though if they nail this next draft or two, and D'Amico stays there, dude. Watch out, and they might be a problem.
And they'll have money to spend in free agency too, because they don't have a lot of big contracts on their team. So and they have a young quarterback, so they can afford to spend some money in free agency. And Houston's is low key a place where a lot of NFL players live in the off season. So that could eventually there's going to be a lot of guys that are going to want to come run with CJ Stroud. So I think keep a lookout for Houston on being a potential free agent destination in the next couple of off seasons.
Yeah, man, and shit, I would definitely keep my eye on Houston in general. I think they could be a problem. So yeah, I really like to see them do good this season. From second worst to divisional round is absolutely insane. It's remarkable with a rookie quarterback and a rookie coach. So yeah, kudos to Texans. But Ravens looks like they got it all locked this year. Unfortunately, rightfully so. They are, and like you said, Randall, they might get Mark Andrews back. That's it right there, man. That's the last piece of the puzzle they need to just go all out. So very, very entertaining weekend with divisional round playoffs, and we're gonna get all of us in our Super Bowl prediction now. So Hamilton, let's start with you. What's the Super Bowl looking like for you, brother?
I got Ravens versus Detroit. Ravens versus Lions. Baltimore versus Detroit in the Super Bowl. I think that both teams just are on a unique run. I think that both teams are poised. I think that it's time for the changing of a new guard. I think Patrick Mahomes loses in the championship game. I think that Brock Purdy loses in the NFC championship game. I'm gonna go with Lions, Ravens.
All right, all right. That's a good choice, Randall.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens and the Niners. I think both these games are going to be very close. I do think Kansas City has a very good defense, and they have found. And we didn't get to it like earlier, but you saw Kansas City get Rashee Rice involved a lot more the first two playoff games, and Kelsey had a really good game on Sunday as well. You see Travis Kelsey's gotten like he's raised his game as he usually does in the playoffs. But that being said, I do think Baltimore's defense is going to be. I think if they can shut down Pacheco in the running game, I think all they have to do is just zero in on Kelsey, and I think they'll be able to take away the rest of the receiving core for Kansas City, and that'll make it really tough for them. And if Baltimore can be able to run the football and control the clock and keep Mahomes off the field, I think they'll be able to handle business on Sunday. And as far as San Francisco, I love what the Lions are. I love what the Lions have been all year, and I definitely love what the story for the city of Detroit. But that being said, I do think that the Lions secondary can be exploited, and I think if Brock Purdy can make enough, if they can get George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk going offensively, even if Debo may be out, I think they'll be able to make some plays. And if their defense can come in and stop their running game, then I think the Niners will be able to get it done.
Yeah, I get that, bro. I was just about to say I got Ravens and Niners as well by a slight on the Niners side. And then just because you said like with the Lions secondary being kind of weak, that's the main thing that's selling me on this right now with that game. Out of all things, like you said, I really like seeing the Lions do good, and I'm really like hoping they do like go to Super Bowl. But I think that the Niners come on top of this for that reason, and I feel like they're at home. They're gonna want to say, "Hey, we need to wake up. This is a game we cannot lose, guys." They say. I just feel like that defense also kicks it up a notch with the pass rush and all that. Secondary is definitely one of that defensive strengths as of late, especially. I think that's I think that's going to be a very close game as well. But yeah, I think the Ravens also just locked down the Chiefs. Honestly, I think Chiefs probably come within a possession. I was gonna say like if the Ravens lock down that run game, it's looking pretty good for the Ravens. If all else goes well and the Ravens dominate on offense, I think they got that W easily. I want to see Lions in the Super Bowl. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Like first time in forever.
Would have thought, bro.
Dude, that'd be historical. Like just them making.
You always feel for the teams that haven't won before.
Exactly,
like
they deserve it better.
Yeah.
Championship weekend coming up with your End Zone Emcees for the first time ever. Young and You, where you can find me on Instagram at YUNG_N.U and search me up at Young and You on all music platforms as well.
You can find me on Instagram, Hennessy Ham. Follow my other Instagram page, VOAW818. I'm following everyone back on there. And yeah, check us out on YouTube, y'all.
You can follow me on Instagram. That is at Ran_Hamilton. That's RAN_Hamilton. And if you want to follow my content, I write for the Valley Sports Telegram. So if you want to follow my content on Instagram, the page is at VST_media. That's at VST_media. The articles should be there. And also keep a lookout for the articles in my bio.
Hell yeah, check my boys out. And also don't forget to follow our End Zone Emcees IG account. We'll be posting more videos about our episodes that we just released and keep you updated as far as that. So we can't wait for the Super Bowl, guys. End Zone Emcees, we out of here, baby.